wait, sorry. My hair is so poofy, it's actually outrageous. Like, it's never like this. Basically, I'm finishing first year in about a month. So I thought I'd do like a video on how I found first year, what's it been like, the experience and everything. Just like a short 10-minute, less than 10-minute video. For like a little bit of context, I took a gap year. And I was thinking of taking another gap year after I took my gap year because I didn't know whether I wanted to come to university or not. We like sharing like my insights, how has it been, how's Leicester been, and yeah. I've got like a list of questions. I am at the University of Leicester studying business management. As I said, before I chose business management, I was actually supposed to do criminology with forensic psychology. Now, this was a very, very quick decision of mine. Like, I didn't think that I would be going to uni, so I just thought, okay, let me just choose any degree that seems interesting. So that's where criminology came from. However, when I kind of realized that, okay, I am doing 3 years of this course, like I need to genuinely think about what I'm doing. I've always wanted to do and go through the business route. Like, I've always kind of been business minded. So I've always had an interest in it. And so that's why I chose business management. Something that surprised me about university classes, most people leave their lectures halfway through. People just dip at halfway, and I'm like, I'm that person that stays for the whole lecture, even though recently I've been leaving my lectures. So we don't talk about that. Because otherwise, if I don't go, I feel behind. So yeah. How do I take notes and study effectively? So a method that I found is that, like, recently I've not been going to my lectures. The lecturers usually give you lecture notes and the lecture recordings. I use Notion to do all of my notes. I just find that Notion is like the best place where I put all my notes and have everything in one place. And how I do it is I go through the lecture notes, not necessarily the recording. I'll only go through the recording if I'm confused about something, so like the notes just don't make sense. So I'll go through the lecture notes, and basically, to make my life like so much easier, I'll put the notes into ChatGPT and ask it to basically just summarize it. And with that summary, I make sure that I understand it, because sometimes with the notes, I don't necessarily understand it. So I make sure that when ChatGPT summarizes it, that I understand that summary, and then I put that into my notes. So that really, really helps. Oh my God. You know when you get like pins and needles on your face? Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. Okay, my go-to study resources and apps. Okay, for me, the best resource, like the best thing to take notes for me, and I just genuinely think everyone needs to learn how to use this app, is Notion. I use Notion for absolutely everything. I use Notion to organize my life, my timetable, my schedules, everything. How do I handle assignments and deadlines? This is my assessment tracker. Essentially, it has the status at the start, which says completed, in progress, or haven't started. I then have the module. Then I have the module code, because we have like the module name and then the code as well. And then I have the task. So it's either like coursework, group assignment, an individual assignment, a skills portfolio, something like that. And then I have the due date. And then I have any other notes that I need for that. That honestly keeps me so organized, and I check that every time, and I know exactly when my next assignment is. It just makes it so much more organized. Again, that's on Notion, so defo recommend you guys try and use that. I'm gonna talk about like campus. So I live on campus. Living alone on campus was like the best decision I've made for myself. I just realized I depended a lot on my dad and my mum, and when I was alone, like I had to do everything myself, and that was something that I needed. I needed to experience that. So I shared a kitchen with 10 people, and let's just say we've had our ups and downs. A piece of advice that I would give is make sure you have a schedule. You may have to be that person that steps up and creates that schedule for the kitchen as to who cleans what and who does what. I was that person. Like, I will like put in a picture or something. Like, I literally had like a timetable as to what everyone did, and it wasn't necessarily followed because I didn't follow up with people, so people would kind of like leave a mess and then nobody would do anything about it. So if you make a schedule, make sure you keep people accountable, get people to do their job. Like, don't just say like you need to do this and then just leave it. Get people to do it. Apart from that, my room, I genuinely have like such a massive attachment. It's the most beautiful thing ever. I've got the nicest view. Like, I was so lucky. I'm actually gonna be so sad when I leave, because I genuinely have a massive attachment to it. Okay, how do I deal with homesickness? I didn't get much homesickness. I actually, like, at the start, I was very like excited. It was all excitement, so I didn't really like, I wasn't upset or like, I didn't really get that. However, the second time I came home, and this was during Christmas, I went back to uni, and like genuinely the first day was like terrible. Yeah, I literally started crying because I was so upset and I just wanted to be back home. And it was so funny because 2 days later I literally came home because I was so like, I felt really alone, felt really just wanted to be with my family. And I didn't get that at the start in September, but I got it in December. So it really does vary. So if you are feeling homesick, yeah, just come back home. Like, it's okay. Call your family. Yeah, it does really help talking to someone as well. Okay, I'm gonna talk about like the social aspect, the social life. How do you make friends at uni? How's my friendship circle been? I have met the most incredible people. The circle of friends that I've got is just, I can't explain to you how grateful I am. And it's because I've had such an abundant mind in terms of meeting the right people. And I've not ever been like, oh my God, like we're in like the second week of uni and I've not even met anyone. I never had that thinking. I always thought like, I'm like, the time will come, like your time will come, my time will come to meet these people, and I know I'll meet them. It's just a matter of time. And so I never had that thought of like, oh my God, like everyone's finding their friends, what about me? I am very happy with the people that I've got. I've met some insane people. It's so nice having those kind of people. What clubs, societies did I join? So at the start of first year, I like told myself like, I want to join absolutely everything. Like, first year is the time where you experience new things. You just put yourself out there. So I joined badminton society, I joined dance society, I joined Hindu society, I joined business society. So I joined quite a few societies, and I remember I spoke to my cousin who's finished university, and he was like, you'll join loads of societies at the start because it's exciting, and then you'll only stick to 1 or 2 at the end because it does get a lot. And I realized that has been the case, but joining so many societies at the start and experiencing so many new things was just so like, I was just in my element. I loved it. I am also a school representative for my course. I've just had the opportunity to network with so many new students, new people, and I've been able to talk to lecturers as well. Okay, any tips for surviving Freshers Week? Honestly, when I tell you, put yourself out there. Me and one of my friends, we went to every single event that our accommodation provided. Every single event. Like, I'm not joking. We did not miss any event. And that's how we met so many of our friends. You have to put yourself out there. So be prepared for that. Something that I wish I knew before starting university, find a job. Summer before starting university, like, start looking. I made the mistake of not looking earlier enough, and yeah, don't do that. Make sure you start looking for jobs as soon as possible, because that extra money will honestly help you so much. What's the biggest mistake you made in first year? I think 2 things that I wish I did. Firstly was budget. I started the budget and I was very on top of it for like the first month, and then I just completely slipped off. Make a budget, because I realized in the last couple of weeks I've been spending a lot of money. And yeah, having a budget as to how much you're going to spend weekly on like food, on like going out, clubs, societies, and all of that stuff, it does add up, especially Ubers. Like, you don't realize how much Ubers, like I have spent so much money on Ubers, it's outrageous. So yeah, just find like make your budget. Another mistake that I kind of made was meal prepping. When you're at uni, time is going by like this. I genuinely felt like I had no time to cook, and it's so bad. But when you meal prep and when you shop for that specific meal like prep that you've done, and you have a list of things that you want to make and you meal prep it to that, according to that, and buy groceries according to that, it helps so much. I kid you not. I like fell off it so many times, and I just felt myself like buying random things, and then I had random things in the fridge, and then I didn't know what to make. It was just hectic. So make sure you plan your meals and give yourself enough time to cook. Yeah, I like genuinely, first year has been so much fun. I'm very like, I'm very happy with the decision that I made to come to university, because I've met so many new people, and it's been good. It's been really good. And yeah, so if you are looking, like if you are going to university this year, like take on the advice that I've given you, and yeah, go in with an open mind. Like you will be okay. Like if you're stressing about friendships, if you're stressing about, you know, that feeling of homesickness, all of that, it will be okay. Like you need to put yourself in these environments so that you can grow. And I know that I have grown as a person. I've experienced so many things that, like, if I was living alone, I would never have had to come across or face. So yeah, it's been really good, and I'm excited for second year. I think there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of things that's going to be going on. So yeah, now it's just like the last month of uni. I've got loads of assignments going on and everything, so very hectic, but keeping on top of everything. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this has been useful. I will be posting very soon. I'm still like, I have like a list of ideas like I want to post, so we're gonna have to figure that out, but I will be posting very soon. There will be vlogs coming up soon as well, so I'm very excited to film that. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Is that F1?